Yeah. Okay. Okay, you can start, Abraham. Abraham.
Yeah. So hi guys, hello everybody. Happy as also all other people here.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mister.
Hello, Mister.
Hi. Hi. So my name is Abraham. Abraham, as Happy has mentioned, and I am from Brazil, South America. Brazil. It's a country really far from Indonesia. Yeah, in the other side of the world. Basically, we have mm, almost 12 hours of difference. Yes. So I'm here today to, as a guest speaker, right, to help Happy to talk about writing. Yeah, the aspects of writing, how to write it, and how we can empower ourselves throughout using the
Dani,
writing.
Dani,
Okay.
Dani,
Yes.
Dani. Sorry, Dani. Can you
Hello.
mute yourself? Dani. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
You can continue,
Uh,
Abraham.
it, it happens sometimes.
Mhm.
Um, so, as I said, I'm here to give you a new perspective about writing, how you can develop it, how it can be useful to you as well. You will see that writing is not only about academic, it's not only about articles. You can use it to create e-stories, you can do it to improve your memory, right? So writing has many benefits. So that's what I'm going to basically show up today. Yes. Okay, so may I share the screen right now?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah. Yeah. You can.
It's not PPT, but I have a few ideas to
Yeah.
share. All
It's
right.
okay. It's okay. Feel free to share.
Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da. So, Happy, could you tell a little bit about yourself? I mean, in the sense of a teacher, when it comes to writing, I would like to make a question here about writing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how usually do you write it? I mean, how important is writing to your life, guys? It's a question to everybody. How writing is important to your life? How many times are you requested? How many times people demand to write something, a report, academic stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Um, have you ever thought about that? Because to do everything today, it's necessary to write. Importance of the writing. So in order to we started this meeting, it's necessary to know what's the importance of writing. I know this guy here, Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson, he is a professor of psychology in the USA, and he explains why writing is so important. Many people they don't know for what reason writing is important. The university don't explain. The people they don't explain. The teachers they ask you, but usually they don't know. They don't say what's the purpose of writing. So I will. It's a video of 4 minutes. Yeah, and he explains very well what's the purpose of writing. So let's see. Okay. Um, Pepe, do you have any Happy? Do you have any questions before handing
Okay. I think later after you're doing your
after?
presentation. Okay, we will have ask question and answer sessions.
Okay, great. So let's go for it. Uh, by the way, let me check it out if it does. Can you listen? Can you listen the sound of the background? I mean, the sound from the video.
put online. It's I don't know.
Is
Yes,
it
we can hear
possible?
it. Yeah, we can hear it clearly.
Okay, I will put subtitles here to help
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's better if
The
you
best
have
way, the best way to teach
the subtitle also. Okay, so we can understand better.
That's it.
people critical thinking is to teach them to write.
Okay. if you want to teach people to develop the critical thinking, teach them to write. Okay, what's critical thinking, guys? Critical thinking is how you take decisions. Along your life, you will take decisions. What makes you who you are is the decisions that you take along life. So if you practice writing, yeah, you will synthesize knowledge. Let's say that you are in a class and you write uh, along the process of writing, you are synthesizing information. You are compressing the information. You are just make something complex become simple, and something that makes sense to you. So along this process, you learn even more, and you develop your critical thinking. Why? Because you are taking decisions about what is important and what isn't, what is not important. So writing in the first stance, in the first aspect, develop your critical thinking, and it's quite good because you will be able to deal with people. You will be able to face the situations, handle many circumstances, right? So writing is really cool, let's say. Let's keep it up.
And I made this little thing that I put online. I don't know if maybe is it in the Psych 434 website? Did I post that rubric for essay writing? Is it not on 434? Is that not working? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, there's an essay. Oh, that's too bad. It's not on the Psych 434 website even? Because I updated it. Anyways, I have this guide to writing that if it isn't on the 434 website, it is definitely on the 430 website. And it steps people through the process of writing. Because what's happened now, it's very hard to teach people to write because it's unbelievably time intensive. And like writing, marking a good essay, that's really easy. Check A. You did everything right. Marking a bad essay? Oh my God. The words are wrong, the phrases are wrong, the sentences are wrong, they're not ordered right in the paragraphs aren't coherent, and the whole thing makes no sense. So trying to tell the person what they did wrong, it's like, well, you did everything wrong. Everything about this essay is wrong. Well, that's not helpful either. You have to find the few little things they did half right, and you have to teach them what they did wrong. It's really expensive. And so what I did with this rubric was try to address that from the production side instead of the grading side. But the best thing you can do is teach people to write, because there's no difference between that and thinking. And one of the...
Okay, so as far as we can see here, he's basically explaining that there is no difference between writing and the thinking. Okay, guys. So if you are, for example, writing, along this process you are thinking as well. So there is no difference. There is no difference. So basically, if you want to think better, if you want to make your thinking process become deeper, yes, you will articulate better. You will develop your ideas faster than usual. So yeah, writing is quite important. Even if you want to expand your ideas, it's not only about academics. It can be even about your life. It can be used as a psychological tool. You know, you can use it in order to understand about a problem, go deeper in a situation that you didn't understand so well. So basically, writing can do it for you. And yeah, usually in second point, usually teachers, they focus, usually, because that's what the university and then the high school ask for. They focus a lot in grades. But however, a great way to develop your writing is about being productive. Okay, you approach an idea, yes, and that you develop an outline, you divide in points. And so after then, you develop each topic inside your title, inside the essay, and it becomes amazing. It's so simple, but it's so efficient. So it's about organization as well. You will see after more about it. it will be really how could I say? It's a crucial point in writing, yeah. But we will see that there are other ways to deal with it without outlining. Okay.
The things that just blows me away about universities is that no one ever tells students why they should write something. It's like, well, you have to do this assignment. Well, why are you writing? Well, you need the grade. It's like, no, you need to learn to think. Because thinking makes you act effectively in the world. Thinking makes you win the battles you undertake. And those could be battles for good things. If you can think and speak and write, you are absolutely deadly. Nothing can get in your way. So that's why you learn to write. It's like, and I can't believe that people aren't just told that. It's like, it's the most powerful weapon you can possibly provide someone with. And I mean, I know lots of people who've been staggeringly successful and watched them throughout my life. I mean, those people, you don't want to have an argument with them. They'll just slash you into pieces. And not in a malevolent way. It's like, if you're going to make your point and they're going to make their point, you better have your points organized, because otherwise you're going to look like and be an absolute idiot. You are not going to get anywhere. And if you can formulate your arguments coherently and make a presentation, if you can speak to people, if you can lay out a proposal, God, people give you money, they give you opportunities, you have influence. That's what you're at university for. And so that's what you do. See, you're in English, right? And yeah, new languages anyways. It's like, yeah, teach people to be articulate, because that's the most dangerous thing you can possibly be. So, and that's motivating if people know that. It's like, well, why are you learning to write? Because here's your sword, here's your M16, right? Here's your bulletproof vest. Like, you learn how to use them. But it's just, it's an endless mystery to me why that isn't made self-evident. So that's the sort of thing that can drive you mad trying to sort out. It's like people are, there's a conspiracy to bring people into the education system to make them weaker. So I guess that keeps the competition down. Maybe that's one way of thinking about it. If your students are stupid, they're not going to challenge you. So
well, that's it. Synthesizing what the guy said, writing will develop your capacity to be more articulate, and being articulate is a skill that you will use along all of your life. Because if you are articulate, you can present your ideas, you can present your points, you can create dialogue with people in a powerful way, right? So being articulate it's one of the benefits about writing. That's it. In general, just to start, we have other things to talk about. And I'm happy. Hi, are you there?
Okay, Abraham, let me tell you first that the students here are my first year students in the university, and they are still learning paragraph writing. Okay, paragraph writing. So they start writing paragraph first. Okay.
Okay. So how we can how can we instruct them in order to write a paragraph? How they can express an idea in a paragraph? Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you that we have been in 8 meeting, I think. Yeah, 8 meeting with this meeting. Okay. Before that, I trained them to start writing by writing a WhatsApp story. Okay, they can write sentence by sentence. Okay, so I check their WhatsApp story every day. Okay, and then after that they started writing paragraph after sentence after they start sentence by sentence, and then they began writing in paragraph. The problem is, okay, this is my problem as a teacher actually, yeah. Okay, I can. Okay.
Everybody
If
having
if it is,
problems.
yeah.
But yeah, fortunately, we have solutions as well.
Yeah,
So
hopefully you have the solution for my problem. Okay, if it is me, if it is for me that right. Okay,
mhm,
I can write everything what I have in my mind easily, actually in paragraph what I want to write. Okay, if it is
mhm,
the topic is my interest to write. Okay,
yeah,
I can write it easily.
mhm,
But my
mhm,
problem is sometimes I can force them, my
yeah,
students, yeah,
yes,
force them to write. Okay, I don't know how
indeed.
to tell, them how to organize their ideas into sentences, and then how to organize the sentences into paragraph. Okay, maybe you can help me to tell them how do you usually organize your ideas, or how do you usually develop your ideas in writing. Okay, or how do you usually find a nice topic or an interesting topic to write.
Okay. All right. Before everything, before okay. First of all, it's like a movie, guys.
Mhm,
When you watch a movie, what do you see? What do you watch?
mhm,
The beginning, yes. The beginning is an introduction. So it begins to develop.
mhm,
Yes. We have after the development, we have the conflict, and then it's like the result, and after that we have the end. Yes, the conclusion. So if you look at the movie, you can see that it's similar to an essay, few points. So let's say that I want to write about nutrition. Okay, I have the nutrition. Okay, it's my topic. Yes. I have only one question. Happy. Usually, do you give to them the topic, or is it up to them? Is it they are going to choose it,
uh,
whatever topic, or do you give it to them the topic?
yeah, sorry,
You give the.
I give them the topic
Mhm.
every week with different topic. For example,
Mhm.
I started with describing things. Okay, maybe it's because it is the simple for them. So I asked them to describe something, sorry, their favorite things. Okay, so they can describe it in a paragraph. Okay, in the next week I give them a topic about describing people. Okay, they describe their favorite person. Okay, and then write it
Mhm.
down in a paragraph. And then our last topic is about describing places. Yeah, describing places. Okay, so they have to write what sorry,
Mhm.
not the travel, not the what I mean is not the traveling, what is it, traveling schedule that they went to some places, but they describe the places that they have visited. uh, uh, okay, do you get me, Abraham?
Okay,
Mhm,
great. I
mhm.
got
Okay,
I got
maybe
you.
okay, maybe you can maybe you have
Mhm.
an example of the descriptive writing like that, so maybe you can share your writing with us.
Oh, descriptive writing.
Uh-huh.
I usually practice that. There is a great way to practice that. I will show up to you guys. Yes. So there is can you see my screen?
Okay, not, oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Descriptive writing. Yes. Actually, almost every day I practice on this website. Let me show up to you.
Yeah.
Descriptive writing. Yeah, I will show up to you, and that's really really interesting because you can basically describe what happens there. You can as also connect what show up in the picture. The website presents you pictures. You are supposed to describe what's in there. Okay, so by doing it, you become able to articulate your thoughts about that. For example, okay, here we see a random picture. I didn't plan that. Here we have a random picture. So what's the first step? What's the first step in order to make an idea become bigger? What we can do? We can develop it here already.
Okay,
Outline.
Abraham, can I share? Okay, can I tell you that the first thing when I ask them to write is to find, to write the mind mapping or clustering ideas. So,
Mind mapping.
okay. So if there is a picture like that, so I ask them to make what they see about the picture. Okay, maybe they have in mind is it is a mountain, or what do you see about the
Yeah.
picture? Okay, maybe it is a road
Yeah.
or something like that. Okay, what
Let's invite somebody here. I'll ask them when they look at this picture, guys. You can open the mic. Yes. We have. I need a volunteer who would like to speak on a little bit. Yeah, it's really quick. Okay. So what comes up to your mind? What comes up to your mind when you see this picture? A feeling, a sensation, what comes up to your mind? That's the first step. What kind of memories you will remember on this picture? So it will be the title, okay? Um, creative writing is about that. You extract information. So for example, here, I have one example, okay? Actually, I have a bunch of examples, but I would like to, first of all, show up to, hello, there is a person here with the mic open. I see only numbers. Hi, hello. Probably, yeah, hello.
okay.
Hello. So, hi, my name is Abraham. Everything great with you? What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Kaden.
Kadeline. Okay. Okay. Kadeline, for how long are you taking classes of your writing? For how long time? 2 months, 1 month, how long time?
7 meetings, so it is almost 2 months.
2 months,
Around two
okay.
months, yes.
Great. I was going to ask him what he see on the picture. What comes up to his mind? What's the first thought that you have in your mind about this picture? That's what I was going to ask him. It's about being creative, all right, guys. So you see here road, mountains, the sun, light, the partially cloudy sky. So okay, first of all, I would put here. We see a way, okay, a way to somewhere. So I would put here destiny. Okay. Okay, it would be the title. And how can we divide it in few bullet points? Destiny. So I would put here as a subtopic, for example, how to tame your destiny. It would be one topic inside here, all right? How to tame your destiny, how to find out your aim, You don't need it when you write it, you can write about it, yes. And you after you can eliminate the subtopic, okay. So each paragraph you describe one idea. So how to find out your aim, how to tame your destiny, why taming why knowing about goals is an important deal. So okay, we already have it here. It's how I do it. Okay, it's an outline. That's how I do. I have a text that I developed yesterday. Okay, it's about a serious learner. I had developed it in this manner. Let me show up to you an example. Okay, here we go. Okay, can you see? Is it possible to see? I will copy it to here. Okay. So, all right. Yesterday I was in the Facebook, and somebody as your teacher. Yeah, your teacher. The same thing that your teacher had done with you guys, our other person had done with me. The person shared with me the topic about serious learner. Okay, so what I did? Well, I had taken the title here, the question. Yeah, I was supposed to write. And my second action was okay. I will create topics. So what I did? Well, before it was like this. Only here, serious learner, focus on progress, thinking strategically, gamer mindset, the art of find out entertainment in the harshest discipline. So in the beginning, it was only four parts of the outline. Okay, I have made this text yesterday. It's basically what I think about being a serious learner. So in my process of composition, yeah, I don't do mind mapping, but it's great. Mind mapping, it's quite astounding, let's say. But here, for example, when I'm going to start, you can see that I make a general introduction. Okay, for example, we live in an age when many of us are immersed in multiple lakes of information. Okay, it's an introduction. The internet brings up new challenges. Consequently, as the result, it's a reason. Okay, we live in this reality. So what's the result? That's a word that will connect. It's a kind of word that will connect these sentences with the rest here. Being a serious learner is the major attribute that anyone must embody. To be able to follow the contemporary rhythm and speed, it's crucial to be willingly a serious learner. So it's an introduction, basic introduction. It doesn't need to be so big. Okay, as long as you are presenting the reality and how the reality connect to your topic, that's great. I just put it here, the reality. That's a reality that we have. Here, it's the topic, how the topic connects to the reality. Okay. After then, I started to develop more the idea. So firstly, let's take a look at the question: why be a serious learner? So on this paragraph, I start with a rhetorical question. Okay, rhetorical question. I start with a rhetorical question. A rhetorical question can be applied to a speech, as also in writing as well. It's a rhetorical question. What is a rhetorical question? Well, it's not a question that people around you are supposed to do. It's a question that you make to yourself in writing or speaking in order to develop more your ideas. So many times when I don't know what to say, I just ask myself, okay, what should I do next? What should be the next step? So that's what I do. I make questions to myself. If there is nobody making questions, you are supposed to do questions to yourself. So that's how you can develop your speech, how you can develop it in the writing. Yes, it's not hard. It's only a matter of practice. So when you will have no idea about what to write, about what to write, create a question. Yeah, Happy, she was telling here to us that people, they have difficulties to write it. Yeah, when it's more than one paragraph. So instead of putting a title, each paragraph you can put it here. For example, here, what is a serious learner from your point of view? And then you respond to that. Take time to respond. And you create the second topic, focus on progress. So you can ask yourself, what is the meaning of a focus on progress? How can we do that? What should be done? So you make these questions. If you not have the practice to do it in your mind, you can do by writing before. Okay, it doesn't need to be in the text, but you are going to respond to these questions. It's quite effective. Yes. And if you don't know about the topic, go to the internet, go to Google, check it out there. Hey, what's the meaning of progress? How can we be productive? How can we think strategically? Reading an article of 300 words, it takes 2 minutes or even 3 minutes, right? So if you read, you have ideas to how to express. You can watch a video, you can read a magazine, read a journal, newspaper, in the BBC, I don't know. There are so many sources. So you can basically follow these tips and develop your text. What you need, if you don't have ideas, try to get them, try to catch them everywhere. Everywhere have ideas. It's only about how we connect them, okay, in a coherent manner. Happy? Do you have any questions or maybe a statement?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe my question first. Yeah. Okay, and how can we avoid the plagiarism? Okay, you mentioned before that you can check Google and something like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes when we check on Google, we are tempted by the we are tempted to copy and paste the sentences by someone else, so it will
So,
trap us in a plagiarism. So how can we avoid that kind of thing? Okay, that kind of okay. How can we avoid the plagiarisms so that we yeah, that's right.
yeah. So imagine now, if I was going to write right now, okay, in this moment, I would create a title and I would start to write. How can we avoid plagiarism? So first of all, okay, hold on 1 second, Happy. I would say, what's plagiarism? Plagiarism, yeah, is is a concept that basically basically say that a person is copying information, replicating information. Plagiarism, actually, here in Brazil, in academic, it's a crime. Yeah, if the plagiarism is so in high level, basically you have a lot of problems. So be careful about plagiarism. So she asked here, how can we avoid plagiarism? Well, guys, it's quite simple. Try to write using your words. How, Abraham? Try to use your words, because plagiarism, it happens when you try to copy with the same words, copy with the same order, copy with the same format. Yeah. So the first way to avoid plagiarism is by using your own words. If you use your own words, explain the idea. Use your own words to explain your idea. If I ask the teacher here, what's plagiarism, she will tell. If I ask to somebody here, what's plagiarism, they will tell with another words. So everybody here will explain with different words. So even though we are talking about the same topic, we are not using the same words. So that's one of the best way to avoid plagiarism. Okay. The second way to avoid plagiarism is try to check it out your text in plagiarism. Check your text in plagiarism too. So before you send it to the teacher or send it to somewhere, the text, try to check it. Try after develop your text, your essay, whatever it is. check it out your text in plagiarism too. you can find out on the Google. You copy and paste your text there, and you can see where is the plagiarism part. Where is the plagiarism present in your text? So you can modify that, and in the end, well, your text will be 100% okay. Yeah, 100% perfect.
Okay, so have you ever trapped in plagiarism, Abraham?
Oh yeah,
Or
I
have you
did.
ever tempted? Yeah, have you ever been tempted
Yeah. Uh,
to do plagiarism?
mm,
Maybe.
I think that everybody already did it somehow. There are two kind of plagiarism, guy. Okay, practicing, practicing, practicing
Practicing.
plagiarism. Okay, there are two ways. Okay, unconsciously and then
Plagiarism.
unconsciously. Yeah. So okay, unconsciously. When you practice plagiarism, basically you know that you are practicing that. Okay, that's one of the points here. You don't know what you are doing. You are doing that, but for you that's so normal. That's so normal. It's like breathe. It's so normal that you have no idea that you are practicing plagiarism. Yeah, that's the unconscious plagiarism. So I already did it, especially when I was a teenager or a kid. Many people they do that. Yeah, happy, and we do it. It's natural. But when we get in the university and so on, we are supposed to follow rules.
Uh-huh.
We are supposed to follow rules, norms, regulamentations. Yes, so we are supposed to be more conscious, more aware about how everything works. So
Yeah. Okay.
when we do it, okay, yeah, I was going to explain
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
conscious
Yeah. Yeah.
plagiarism. Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
So when you do it, you have the idea that you are practicing plagiarism.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow everybody practices plagiarism. Somehow, in some way. Um, how, Abraham? How? Well, when you read a text and you make your synthesis, you are doing a little bit of plagiarism. Okay, if you change the words, if you express a different way, you are replicating that, but with your voice. You're using your voice, your words, your sentences, the way that you express in order to show up that idea. But if you're copying the text, copying the text, and that you don't care about what will happen, well, it's conscious, all right? You know that's wrong, but you are still doing that.
Uh-huh.
So it's not, but it can become a problem, guys, if you are developing your. Here in Brazil, when we finish the university, we are supposed to write long thesis. Yeah, thesis. And yeah, if we have plagiarism there, the teacher will say, "Hey, here, do it again because there's plagiarism here." So in order to don't, what's the benefit to avoid plagiarism? We need motivation here. So you say the first point, you are creating something original. Okay. Second point, you are avoiding to rework again, because if you practice plagiarism and the teacher say to you do that again, well, you will rework. You will work again. You will work repetitively. It's not good. You will expend your time, expend your energy. Yeah, a time and energy that could be applied to spend with your friends, with your activities. You are doing that again. So try to, in the first shot, in the first time, in the first moment, try to do something original. Yeah, based in what you have consumed before, the text, the video. Yeah, happy.
Okay, yeah, I know that in some countries plagiarism is considered as a serious crime. Okay, and one of them
Wow.
is Brazil. Yeah, okay, and also in some countries that if uh, the students do the
Mhm.
plagiarism and the teachers know about that, okay, they will directly uh, have a hard punishment like don't pass the course or something like that. But okay, in Indonesia here, plagiarism is also considered as a crime, but it is easily to be forgiven. Okay, I mean it is the students here
Mhm.
do the plagiarism, but then the students will say okay write down okay write okay
Mhm.
rewrite again another essay or another paragraph, and then they the students just what is it, yeah, the teacher just forgive the students who do plagiarism. There is no punishment, just ask them to rewrite the paragraph or the essay. Okay, so I think here in Indonesia, so what is it, it is easily to do, it is easily to, it is normal, I think it is normal for the students to do
Uh huh.
plagiarism. Okay, and
It's so
I
normal.
cannot, yeah, and I cannot
Mhm.
I what is it, I cannot check, okay, I cannot
Mhm.
check on them every time that the writing
Yeah.
is
It's
plagiarism or not. Okay, that's the problem.
yeah.
It's also
It's
the
really
problem
hard.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, uh,
I was
not
thinking here
like
about
in
a
other
tool.
countries, okay? Not like in the other countries that plagiarism is considered plagiarism is considered a serious crimes, that also the punishment is also uh, very hard, yeah, very hard, I think.
Yeah, happy. I have one question to you. What you are saying is really interesting because it explains the context of plagiarism.
Yeah.
So, you basically explained that, for example, in Indonesia,
Mhm.
okay, it's fine,
Mhm.
but there are few other countries that if you do it, the punishment
Yeah,
is
the
really really.
punishment is very serious. Yeah.
Yeah, the people are really grave about that,
Mhm.
and it depends about what kind of document are you going
Mhm.
to share. For example, if it's the text, yeah, the thesis,
Mhm.
the teachers will be more careful to check it out there. That yeah, they will not check it out everything. No, I mean if you are doing an essay, an activity, that's fine. Okay, that's not something to that's not a big deal, right? Happy. That's not a big deal. That's not so important. But if it's about something crucial, like a thesis, uh, it's necessary to you. It's necessary to you produce something somehow more than 50% at least original, okay,
Mhm.
with your own words. Happy, I was here try to find out text
Yeah, yeah.
that I had there. Yeah, last week I would like to talk about this text here, and I also talk about plagiarism, okay, a
Mhm.
little bit. So last week, somebody just oh my god, just basically challenged me about how to write an essay,
Mhm.
you know, and I'm just trying here to find out the
Okay, Abraham, maybe can you open a question and answer session for my students, because I think
yeah,
some
yeah.
students want to ask you
They,
some questions.
okay,
Okay,
it can be
okay,
done.
huh?
Let them
Okay,
let them do it for a while.
okay, guys, any questions? Tadi ada yang angkat tangan, kalian lihat?
Guys, you can write it down in the
Oh
chat
ya,
in
ya.
the if you want.
Oke, kepencet mungkin
Okay.
ya. Oke,
If you have a question or a statement, if you want to say something, you can write it here in the chat.
oke. Or you can write down in the chat box what you want to ask for Abraham.
Yeah. Tarararam.
Hello, sir.
Tarararam. Hello. Everything. How are you?
I'm great, sir.
I'm feeling like an old guy with it's 90 years old.
Okay, Abraham, how old are you actually? How old are you,
How
Abraham?
I'm
how old are
I
you?
know I'm only 25, 20,
25.
25. Yeah.
So not Mister, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, yeah. So Mohammed, what
I'm
you
I'm
are from
only
Indonesia, yeah?
So
From
we're just being
yeah,
polite, okay? We're just being polite that call everyone
probably.
that
uh,
call everyone
uh,
Mister and Miss, okay? We're just being
oh,
polite.
okay, don't.
That's how
Okay, okay,
Indonesians are being polite by calling
gotcha.
themselves. Okay, Rizky, what
Yeah,
do you want to ask?
Mohammed.
Rizky?
Just information about that's what we do in Indonesia. Apa?
Mm-hmm.
Asking about the how are you like that? That's
How?
the culture. Okay, and I'm still 20, sir. No, not 25.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Okay.
20 years old.
Yes. Can I ask you something? What do
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
do?
please.
Yes.
What it?
What
Mm-hmm.
what do you do um
Hmm.
to start writing? Because I'm confused about start writing and like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm sorry, sir. Maybe you can give us a suggestion like how to come up with idea or some
Uh-huh.
inspiration. Not
Great.
yes, that's it.
It's a great question. It's a
Uh-huh.
great question.
How to get started in writing, I think, yeah. Okay, Rizky.
Yeah. How to get start at writing. How to come up with ideas. How to start. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, how to get started right at writing. How to come up with ideas. Well, one thing that I have done, I will confess you, to practice my writing, guys, it's quite mind blowing. It's quite crazy. I mean, writing, it's a matter of practice, okay? If you do it in a normal situation, you can do it in a serious situation when you are demanded. So, how to get started to writing? Ask to yourself the most important questions. Ask questions to yourself. Okay, that's one point to start to writing. Ask yourself a question. If I ask to you, what's the importance of a family? What's the importance of studying in a university? What's the importance to to write? Um, that's a great way to start. But in my way, I like to do it. I watch Netflix sometimes, yeah, and I like to describe it. Okay, you can see here. Okay, it's a small notebook. Yeah, you can see here. So you can get better at writing by watching Netflix. Oh my God, how is it possible? Well, I will tell you right now. Your descriptive writing will get much better. So, for example, I was watching Netflix um, series name it The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom. Yeah, and I was just writing about the scene. Whatever I was able to see. Okay, after I watched 2 minutes, I paused and I started to write 3 sentences about what happened. 3 sentences. That's a great way to start to write it, because it's for me. It's funny. It's motivating. I'm watching series. That's really cool. People would do it by reading, by doing something else. Sometimes I do it by watching Netflix. So I get new vocabulary from that. I mean expanding my capacity to describe the things, because describe the scenes. Describe pictures. Have you ever listened in your life that a image, a picture is worth a thousand words? So, or you can put here is equivalent to 1,000 words. 1,000 words. So if you see a picture, you can extract the guy so much, so much, so much, so many ideas. A picture. Now imagine that if you are watching a video. If you are watching a video, if you are watching 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes of a sentence, try to write down that. I mean, you don't need to do it always, but at least consistently every single day. So that's a easy way to start to get started at writing. That's a easy way. Okay, ask a question to yourself and try to describe it. Try to describe it. Whatever happens around you. It can be a sound, a picture, sensation, internal thoughts, and so on. It can be anything. But yeah. Furthermore, I would like to share here other thing. People usually they have difficulties to connect, for example, one sentence to other sentence. They have really trouble with that. Well, you should think a paragraph as in this structure: introduction, examples, ideas, and after the ideas, after the result, and after the conclusion. You can make a sentence into introduction, a sentence describe examples, ideas, one sentence describing what's your opinion about that or the result is, and more than one sentence to describe what's the conclusion. So if you do it, you can create a paragraph really easily. Yes. Last but not least, practice makes perfect, guys. So if you want to become better at writing, you have to practice in normal situations, not to do an essay. Do it along your day. 3 sentences. Try to synthesize. Try to synthesize your morning. What have you done along the morning today? It's already night. What have you done along the morning today? So you can resume in 3 points. Oh, I take the breakfast, and you write about that. I had taken a bath, and you write about that. Yes. What else? I had talked with friends, and you write about that. And that's a great way to start. Okay. You describe about your own life. You express about your own life. It will become meaningful to you. Yes, that's it. Happy? Mohammed, are you there? Mohammed, I hope that you are not really sleeping. Mohammed?
Muhammad
Hello,
Rizky.
Mister.
Okay, Abraham,
Yeah.
can you pronounce his name? Rizky, Muhammad Rizky.
Mohammed Risky?
Okay.
Mohammed Risky.
Rizky, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So,
you have
Mohammed,
questions, Rizky.
Risky
that's
is
yeah, risk is a word in English,
Risky,
right?
Rizky.
So you take your risks, right? Yeah.
Not risky in English, okay. Risky. Okay. Okay, not risky in English, but risky in
Yeah.
Arabic is full
Yeah.
fortunate people is risky. Or wealthy
Okay.
people is all risky. Okay, risky.
And,
All right.
Can,
So,
can I ask once again, sir?
oh, indeed, you can do it. Please drop here. Fire away. Okay, fire away means give a question. Fire away. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I prefer to improve my speaking skills.
Okay.
Okay, not writing, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The video said that
About Jordan Peterson. Mm-hmm.
yep,
The power
writing,
of the writing.
yes, writing can be improving speaking skills. Is it right?
Okay. Look at your question. Does writing? Okay. Writing can improve speaking skill. Yes, it can. It does. Why? but why writing improves speaking skill? I will respond it right now. Okay. So when you write, you must think and think strategically. You okay? When you speak, you have to think as well before. I mean, it's automatic, but must think before you speak. It happens so fast that many times we don't have any idea, but we think before we speak. So when you write, you are slowing down. You are slowing down your thoughts, and then describing describing your ideas in form, in shape of words. So it's like do you know what's a wild horse? A wild horse? Wild horse, it's like a horse that run really fast, but he's so wild. That's our mind. Our mind is really fast, and sometimes it's running in a way uncontrollable, in a way really yeah, that's not possible to control. So when you write, you are slowing down your mind and being capable to describe your thoughts in form of words. So yes, writing can improve speaking skill. Writing can make you writing can make you become more articulated and organized in your speech. Because speech, what's speech? When you speak, you have to use a speech. Speech is how the phrases, sentences are organized when you are expressing yourself verbally using the voice. So how can writing help in that? Well, you have to organize your thoughts if you are going to express to people. And writing, it's about organization. How can you write a paragraph if you have not organization? You have the introduction, the examples, the results, the conclusion. So you are supposed to organize your ideas. That's why writing makes you a better speaker. But if you want to become a better speaker, focus on speaking. You can do the same. I usually do it. Pick up topics. Okay, becoming better, getting better, brushing up your speaking skills. It will avoid writing a little bit, but let's go. How can you brush up your speaking skills? Being developing your creative fluency. Developing your creative fluency. Okay, creative fluency. I will explain it now. Creative fluency. It does mean the ability, the skill, the capacity to combine different chunks of words, different chunks of phrases in order to express, in order to share your thought. So creative, it's about adapting. Okay, creativity is about adaptation. You are not going to tell exactly, precise. No, you are going to adapt your communication, adapt the words, adapt the examples in order to express what you want. But you can only develop it by practicing. Writing and speaking, you can only get better at it by practicing, guys. There is no other way, you can get better at speaking by listening people, but you have to put in practice as well. Is it okay to you, Mohammed? Did you get my point?
Okay, Rizky.
Yes, I get it.
Risk?
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's perfect, man. By the way, I liked you. You are amazing. Believe in yourself. Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Hmm.
and last
Yes.
question,
Okay, Mohammed.
is
Rizky.
it okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, once more.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Pardon me.
It's okay.
Don't worry. Take it easy. Take it easy. No hard feelings.
It's not about the material that we discussed at this time. What do you
Hmm.
do to what do you do? Or what method do you do to improve your speaking skills? I just want to know that. That's my last question.
Okay. What methodology do you use it to get better at speaking skills? Okay, beforehand, guys, we have to understand what is speaking skills. Calm down. Hold on 1 second. Somebody's calling me here. All right, somebody was calling me here. It happens. Yeah, it's about sometimes situations like this will happen. That's quite normal. You have to be flexible. You have to deal with unpredictable situations. Okay, let's go for it. What methodology do you use to get better at speaking skills? That's the question. So let's divide what is speaking skills. Well, in order to speak, you must be a good listener. Being a good listener? What? Really, Abraham? Yeah. If you want to become a better speaker, you have to become a better listener. You must be a good listener, an excellent listener. Why? Because whatever words that you are going to speak, whatever words that you are going to use, it comes from other people. It comes from another situation. So if you want to absorb that, you must pay attention. Pay attention is the greatest way to absorb information. If you don't pay attention, if you are not concentrated, if you are not giving your time to that, if you are distracted, you are not going to absorb the information. It will just get in one ear and get out in other ear. You will not absorb that. So be an excellent listener is the first step to shape to get better at speaking skills. I do it by listening podcasts, participating in Zoom calls. Yes, as our Zoom calls, WhatsApp calls. Yeah, what else? Yeah, watching YouTube videos. That's the moment that you are going to practice. Listening podcast. I do it. One good podcast is TED Talk. That's really, really great. You're not going to improve your listening skill. You're not going to only improve your speaking skill, but as also you're going to learn something meaningful that you can apply to your life. You can become more knowledgeable. You can learn more about science or entertainment, something like that. The second point, that's the first point, how to get better at speaking skills. You must be an excellent listener. The second point is you must practice. Okay. There are a few ways to practice. We have two kind of fluency. Creative fluency, I will explain, and muscle memory fluency. Creative fluency and muscle memory fluency. Okay. Abraham, what's muscle memory fluency? What's that? Explain to me. I have any idea what's muscle memory fluency. So I'm doing a rhetorical question here right now. Muscle memory fluency, in your native language, each word that you speak, each word that you are articulating with your mouth, with the movements on your face, there are a bunch of muscles, a bunch of them, a dozen of muscles. And to each word, there is an interaction between the muscles to produce that word. So if you want to get better at muscle memory in English is other language, so your muscles don't know what to do. Your muscles don't know how to act precisely. So you can practice in order to get better your muscle memory. Okay, you can do one thing. Practice shadowing. Shadowing is basically you are going to open your content that you really like. You are going to open maybe a YouTube video, or maybe you are going to see watch a speaker, a native speaker, or a speaker that you really, really appreciate how he speaks. So you are going to just imitate him. Imitate him? Yes, you are going to imitate him or her. So if you do it, you are replicating his speech, um, his written, yes, his prosody. You are replicating pitch, prosody, grammatical structures, as also let me see more the vocabulary. Okay. When you do it, let's say that you are watching an interview, or somebody here is watching an interview, maybe watching this meeting right now. They can copy, they listen and they try to replicate, imitate that shadowing. So when you do it, you will learn the pitch of the person, the prosody is the melody of language. Okay, you will get the grammatical structures as well, because every single phrase, sentence that we are using here in order to express ourselves, exists inside intrinsically grammar there, grammatical. So you are going to copy the grammatical structure as also the vocabulary. So that's a great way to improve your muscle memory if you want to get better at speaking. Other way to get better at speaking is creative fluency. How can you develop creative fluency? You are not going to imitate people. No, you are going to, in this moment, you are going to basically express yourself. And it involves mindset. It involves how you psychologically look at yourself. Because people, they criticize them so much only because they make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, that's the first bullet point. Make mistakes. Because how can you know your mistakes if you don't show up to people? If you show up to people how you are speaking, perhaps somebody, a teacher, a friend, a person that you know, will say, hey, you are having this mistake here. And you are going to ask, hey, okay, so what's the right way to speak? And the person will tell you. On this situation, you realize that you would not fix your mistake if you don't speak. If you don't speak, people cannot see your mistakes. Become comfortable. That's my tip. Become comfortable. Make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, you cannot improve it. Because if you don't make mistakes, you cannot improve it. So in this moment, forget about perfectionism. Perfectionism is enemy of success. Okay, guys. Perfectionism is useful, yes, it is, but don't be so perfectionist. Otherwise, you will just stop. You will just freeze. You will not take action. You want to everything be perfect. We are in a world that nothing is perfect. Nothing. You look around you, nothing is perfect. So be comfortable about making mistakes. And last but not least, yeah. How to respond topics. I participate in a group, English voice note group, and many other groups in WhatsApp. I suppose that you are participating as well, guys, in many groups of English. So that's quite great if you every single day respond topics. Why, Abraham? Well, when you are responding topic, you are using your vocabulary. You are practicing. That's why respond topic is quite great. Topic about even if the topic is something that you don't know, you can use words such as, you can suppose, You can say, oh, in my opinion, okay. You can start by saying, from a point of view, according to my experience. Yeah, you can start with that. It doesn't matter if you are right or wrong. If you are using these words here, I suppose, in my opinion, from a point of view, according to my experience, you are not telling a fact. You are telling something that you experience. So you can make mistakes by doing that. By using these words here on the beginning, you can give your words, give your thoughts without you worrying about, because it's a supposition. It can be wrong, and that's okay. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it. In order to get better at speaking skills, you have to practice. Practice makes perfect. Okay, that's it, Mohammed. For now. If you happy,
Yeah. Okay, Rizky, is it enough? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Risky. Thank you very much, Risky, for your questions. Quite interesting. And I see that it added a new dimension here, a new dimension of yeah, information on the topics. All right.
Okay, Rizky, enough, Rizky. Okay. The other questions from the students. Kimi, maybe.
Yes, ma'am.
Kimi. Okay.
I
Can you read her
Hi.
name? Can you
Hi.
read her name,
Hello.
Abraham? Can you read her
yes.
name? Kimi.
Hello. Yes.
Can you?
My Let me introduce myself. My name's Kimi. So I just want to ask because
Mm-hmm.
in my age there is my friend and
Mm-hmm.
she has created a novel,
Okay. Your friend.
but I don't know someone who had created a novel or book. Should they like to read a book or no? Because yes, it's
Mm-hmm.
just the
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
should
It's a.
like read book or
Uh,
no?
should it be
I,
published? I mean, should it be published, the novel? Okay, because
um.
her friend is creating a novel, but
Uh-huh.
she's still in doubt whether to publish it or not. Okay, should it be
Uh,
published? Okay, maybe mungkin seperti itu ya, Kimi, maksudnya. Apakah harus
all right.
dikeluarkan menjadi buku?
No.
Enggak,
Someone
gimana?
who
Mm-hmm.
had created a book.
Mhm.
Should
Uh-huh.
they like read book much read book
Oh.
or no?
Okay. Great question. Whoever creates a book, should it be a voracious reader? well,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I will respond your question right now. So, in fact, being a reader will help you to write. Okay, but if you are going to create a book, it's not crucial. It's not something. It's so crucial. What you need to have is the capacity to synthesize ideas, in translate thoughts, experiences, situations, everything to words. You are when you are creating a book. Let me go here. When you are creating a book, create a book. Okay, guys, to create a book, it's the same process of writing. How your teacher she's teaching here. I mean, in the basic level. Okay, um, what you should do to create a book? Pick it up the topic, create after then create synthesis sentences.
And yes.
Yeah, phrases. Okay, phrases. Yeah, phrases, sentences, paragraphs,
Director. Yes.
and chapters. Yes. Pick it up a topic and create phrases, sentences, paragraphs, and chapters. When you'll be done with a topic, you can jump to other. So let's say that we are here starting a story about a girl, and you can say, once upon a time, a girl, she was crossing the street, and then he saw a boy, and this boy, he looked really, really handsome. And then the boy looked at her, and then, sorry, the boy went to her and talked with her. I mean, just create here a beginning of a cliche story. But basically, I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Well, try to translate your speaking to the text, okay, in a writing way. Say you are asking here, whoever creates a book should be a voracious reader. It helps. For example, if you want to be an artist, if you want to create music, if you want to create songs, well, you should consume the songs from other people, because that's how you are going to create your own song. If you want to become a painter, somebody that draw, yeah, you are supposed to see how other people draw as well. So the same thing happens here. For example, Happy, she's a teacher. How is she supposed to be a teacher? I mean, how she learned to be a teacher? Well, she talked a lot with the other teachers. She learned about methodology that other teacher uses. So in order to do anything, you have to consume that in some way. For example, if you're going to create a book about a novel, sci-fi novel, okay, sci-fi, terror, romantic, what else? There are so many genders, adventure. So let's say that you want to become a writer of any of these genders. Let me ask you, Kimia, is it Kimia?
Yes.
Your name?
You
Yeah.
can.
So if you what would be the gender that you would choose if you would like to write something? What would be the gender?
Romantic.
Romantic. Okay.
Yeah.
So in order to write something romantic, you must read about something romantic. See a video romantic. Watch a movie. Yeah, it's a great way to start writing about romance. You can watch a movie about romance, a comedy with romance, any movie, a series, and you can start by writing that. So you will get better at describing romantic situations, romantic contexts. Okay. So if you want to become a better writer, you should be able to synthesize information. It doesn't matter if it's from book. It can be from series, movies, situations in your life, and even abstractive thoughts. Okay. Imagination. So there are a bunch of ways to get better at writing a book. Okay. You just need to develop it. I would say that in the last point that if you want to become able, I try to compare it to walking. Yes. If I want to become good at running, what I should do? If I want to become good at running, I should run. So if you want to become good at writing, you should write as well. If you want to become a better speaker, speak up. Don't stop. It's so simple, but people sometimes they don't understand. That's so simple. If you want to become a better guider, you want to guide people, you want to help people, guide them constantly. If you want to become a person with more capacity to manage situations, try to immerse yourself in the situation and then try to manage them. The same thing is about writing. You cannot write. Okay, one thing. You can't write a book if you can't write a paragraph. Okay. You can't run 10 kilometers if you cannot run 1 kilometer. It's the same thing. It's the same way of thinking. If you want to become a better writer, try to write, every day one paragraph. If you every day, if you every day, write one paragraph every day. You can write it in 15 minutes about a novel. In the end of the month, you have 31 paragraphs. 31 paragraphs, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot, really, really a lot. So, paragraph, yeah, it's a lot. So, it's not about how much you do in one day, it's about how consistent you are. Okay. That's a great way to motivate people. Okay, if you want to get better, try to practice only a little bit, but do it every day, every day. On the long game, on the longer run, on the longer game, not longer run. Okay, you will get so much. You will get so much improvement. So if you write one paragraph every day, in the end of the year, you have 365 paragraphs. Is it not enough to write a novel, 365 paragraphs? You only need to write one paragraph every day. You know, if you wanted to write a novel in 6 months, you just should write a paragraph, one at morning and one at night. That would be enough. You know, so that's a quick manner to look at it. Yeah. And the second question that you asked, it was about publishing. Well, what do I think about it? I think that she can do it. Yeah, there are many apps nowadays that can help you with it. But publishing. Let me see here. Should I publish or not? Yeah, here, 0.5. So if you want to publish it, why not publish it? Well, I just want to ask, what's the reason to don't publish it? What's the reason to don't publish it? Maybe she's a little bit she's a little bit shy. Maybe she has psychological issues, such as she's shy. She feel a little bit afraid about people what will think. Yes, because you're express yourself, so people will judge you by that. I think that the first step, if it's about psychological issue, just have a growth mindset. Okay, don't care about what people will say. They don't pay your bills. They don't give you money. They don't give you food. They don't add something positive to your life. If they don't do it, don't care about the opinion of them. I know that people in Indonesia, they care a lot about the opinion of others. I mean, according to my friends, yeah, especially girls do it constantly. Guys, they don't care so much, but girls, they do care a little bit more in comparison to boys. So have a growth mindset. Don't care about people will think about you, because you are doing it for yourself, for your future. Okay, you are doing it today, or that you are going to get better in your life at future. You are doing something that you love, so do it. Don't hesitate. Okay, that's it. Kimi, do you have any other question? Is it enough?
Okay, Kimi.
Yes, ma'am, that's enough.
Okay,
And
thank you, Kimi.
I hope
Okay.
it also.
so I'm
I
so thank you.
Oh,
You're so thankful for Abraham.
thank you for. You can say thank you for, grateful, or even
Thank you.
you can use it. Thank you. Thank you a million. Yeah.
Thanks a million.
Uh,
Thank a
a
million.
million. Yeah, that's it.
Thank a million.
Well done.
Okay. I see someone raising her hand, I think. Nailin.
Wow.
Do you have any question, Nailin? No. Okay. Okay, any other questions?
Da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Guys, if you have questions, go to the chat box.
Go to the
Chat
chat
box.
box.
Yeah, there is a here in the Meet. There is a chat box, so you can go there. You can type any question. You can even make suggestions. You can express your opinion. If you wanted to say something, not only a question, but as also if you want to speak something, express your thoughts, express your idea about what we are talking here. You can raise your hand, yeah, and happy she
Yeah.
will give you that opportunity to share your idea. So what do you think about being articulated? I will make this question out to the people here. What do you think about becoming articulated? How articulation is useful in your business life, in your personal life, and the academic life? By practicing writing, you will become more articulate. Okay, guys. Um, so if you become more articulate, you can impose yourself. You can extend up not only for you but for the people that you care. You can communicate better. I think that's really frustrating. Happy, really frustrating when we have an idea in mind. Yeah, we have an idea. However, it's so hard to explain, so hard to put in words. It happens, of course, it happens, but it's quite annoying. Annoying. It bothers us when we have something so cool to say, but we don't have the right words to say. So writing can help you a lot on this. Yeah. As the result, you can become better at academic, business, and personal, and in your personal life. Imagine that you have a feeling to somebody. You love the person. Yeah, it's about personal life. Okay, guys. A hypothetical case. Let's imagine here that you like a person. Yeah, you appreciate that person. However, you don't know how to start. You don't know what to say. You have the feeling, but you don't know how to say. Oh my God, what? How is it possible? You have the feeling, you love that person, you appreciate that person, but you don't know how to start. You don't know what to say. So why? Where is the word is? So by practicing writing, it will even, yeah, get better your communication at such moments. So yeah, that's quite crazy, but it gets better everything, you know. Yeah, that's the value of the writing. Thank you. Happy. I think that they are really
Yeah.
satisfied. Satisfied, yeah, satisfied with the whatever we had approached here today.
90 minutes
Yeah.
we have passed. Actually,
How much?
90 minutes. We have one and
19?
half. 90 minutes. It's already 90 minutes, Abraham.
The meeting started at 1 hour and 30 minutes ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Wow, the time flows so fast.
Okay. The time flies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from the other students? Maybe the last questions, yeah. Okay. If they don't have any question, maybe the last question from me. Your native language is Portuguese, right, Abraham? Your
Indeed,
native
it
language.
is. Yeah,
It is,
yeah.
and what
Portuguese.
motivates you to learn English?
Wow, that's a insane question. My goodness, boom. So I will tell you that what. Okay, what's my motivation? Let's organize here. What is if? Let me do one thing here, really quickly. The 60 point here. Abraham, what's your motivation to learn English? Guys, the first point, English, it's English isn't only a language. Okay, it's a way to become a better version of yourself. Yeah, isn't only a language. It's a way to become a better version of yourself. Well, why I say that? Because first, you can get more opportunities. Yes, you you be you will be connected with the world, with the world, and there are other factors such as I think about English as a way to connect with the world, because nowadays we know that English is quite used broadly, internationally. So, from a point of view, that's one of the motivation. The second motivation is that I can consume books. I can consume books, entertain books, movies, series, and so on. Scientific articles, and so on. In English, if you are fluent enough in English and you have a certain level of fluency, if your book doesn't exist in your native language, yet in Bahasa Indonesia, you can learn English and you can read a book. If the movie it's not in Bahasa Indonesia or in Portuguese, you can watch the movie in English. Theory, a scientific article. By the way, I appreciate to read scientific articles, and especially about technology, about neuroscience. So when I do it in English, because it's more accessible. I can access easier. I can get the contents. Yeah, there are a bunch of reasons. The next reason is because um, along the road I got a new motivation to learn English. It's about self improvement. Abraham, what's self improvement? What's the meaning of self improvement? Well, you're going to improve yourself. Improve yourself. It's self explanatory term, but I mean explaining because many people they don't know. Even though it's simple, they don't know. So self improvement is the process when you enhance, you brush up yourself, you polish yourself in many aspects, culturally, intellectually, emotionally, and psychologically. So when you can get better yourself at these aspects and many others, people would even add spiritually. Yeah. When you apply it in your life, English is a way to improve yourself culturally. Why? Well, only because of English, I'm here today talking with you. I'm talking with Happy. We are exchange culture. Yes, I mean, learn about values. I mean, learn about traditions. I mean, learn about even geography using English. Geography. I know if it was Indonesian, yeah, like Selamat Pagi, Selamat Malam, Apa Kabar. There are many. uh, yeah, I would not learn these words if I don't know English. Yeah, I would not know that it exists Sulamese, Kupang, Orote, um, Manado. There are so many places in Indonesia. So I'm not the only learning. It's not a language. That's what I say on the beginning. English isn't only a language. It's a way to become a better version of yourself. So that's the first point. The second point is intellectually. Okay, here I am talking about writing. Oh my God, I would never think that I would be invited as a guest speaker to talk about writing. Right. So
Because usually better in you usually prefer to speak for speaking,
in
right?
mirroring. So I do it. I do constantly meetings in Zoom. Yeah, almost every single day, almost every day. So I am already used to
Yeah.
speak in front of people. Yeah. But guys, in English we've got you at other level. Okay. If you develop it, if you develop your communication skills. So intellectually, what I would say, I'm motivated about English because it developed my own intellect, my own intellect.
Intellectual.
So I can learn about new subjects. I can learn about new ideas. I can learn from people. From, for example, Happy. I saw here Mohammed Risky. He made a question really interesting. Yes, and we are learning together here. So intellectually, English helps a lot. Helps a lot. It's really really helpful. Emotionally, Abraham, how English can help you emotionally? I will give a presentation right now. So I must be able to manage myself, my own, yeah, emotionally, the anxiety, yes, the anxiety, my mood, and there are other factors. So when you are communicating with other people, you have to manage this aspect, this internal aspects, these inner aspects of yourself. Yes. So emotionally, English will get better. Will get better your emotional aspect. Okay, because you will be able to manage your emotions. You will be able to communicate with people, even your native language. I am a better communicator right now in Portuguese only because I communicate in English. I haven't not so much opportunity to speak with people all day in Portuguese, but I can do it in English because there are so many people in the world, 7 billion, right? As far as I can tell. And yeah, we have here this, yeah, emotional and psychological. It's quite close. Yeah. You can learn from people. They will share your advice. They will share you stories, really, really inspirational stories that will boost your motivation. So when you connect to people around the world using English, you can actually get better yourself. You see, why I didn't think like that? Why I didn't think about that idea? I could apply. I can apply that in my life. Yeah. Uh, yes. I think that's basically, roughly speaking, what I think about yeah, English motivation aspect, the aspect of English motivation. Hello, Mohammed. Risky, yes, you can turn on your mic and
Rizky, do you have another questions, Rizky?
or a comment.
No, sir. But before we end our meeting,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
do you mind if I ask for you to say Sugeng Dalure? It means good night,
Suka.
buddies.
Good evening, good night. Okay.
Good night, buddies.
Ah,
It means that
In Javanese.
in Japanese.
ah,
That's Japanese language.
Okay, maybe you can write Rizky. Write in the chat
Japanese,
box so
please.
Abraham can read it.
Yeah, yeah, do it, please. I will get that. It's Selamat Malam, right? Good
Yeah,
eve, good
it's
night,
bahasa
good.
Indonesia.
Uh
It's
huh.
bahasa Indonesia, but we have our local language. So
Local
maybe local
languages.
language is and our local language is Javanese.
Oh,
Okay, it is in
got,
Javanese.
uh huh. Gotcha. I got it.
Sugeng Dalure.
Okay, can
So
you read?
I really read this. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
let me see. Su Sugeng
Yeah.
Dalu Rek. Sugeng Dalu Rek. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Thank
Sugeng
you, sir.
Dalu Rek.
Thank you.
Perfect, Abraham. You did
Oh,
great. You did great. You did great.
thanks, Amelia.
Okay.
Wow. Guys, it's so amazing, to spend this time together.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful.
Unfortunately, the time is over, Abraham. Okay, so we have to end it
Mhm.
here. Okay, thank you for your
That's
time.
okay.
Thank you for joining my class. Thank you for meeting my students here. I think, okay, hopefully there is another chance to have you again as a guest speaker, maybe.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You should be
All
able
right.
to join us if you have another chance to. If I invite you again, will you join us again?
Okay, I will. Probably I will.
Okay,
Thank you very much,
Rizky.
guys. See you later. Have a nice night. Enjoy your life. And think positively. Think positively about everything, okay? It will get better your life. That's it. See ya.
Yeah, Abraham. Okay, wait. We haven't take picture. We have to take picture first, Abraham. Okay, so maybe you can stop share your share screens.
Hmm. Okay, let me do it. Stop it. I stopped.
Okay. So we can take picture with the students here, but unfortunately in Google Meet what is it? We can display
I
so many people. Yeah, I don't know how. Okay, so there are only 2, 3, 7, I think.
let me see.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh my
5.
god.
Okay. So it will take long. So I will take screenshot one by one. Okay. So you have to be patient, Abraham.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I have patience. I think that in the
Okay.
plot to write, you must have patience as well, guys.
Okay. Okay. One,
Yeah.
two. Okay. It is for Fajar, Rizky, Kimi, Igo, Dani, Nisa. Okay. Smile. Fajar. Can you open your video? Okay. Okay. Smile. Wait. Oke, oke guys, yang sudah saya sebut namanya tadi bisa keluar ya. Oke, kita gantian.
Thank a million,
Oke,
Mister.
now it's time to Rifki, Sarifa, Kimi, you can leave. Igo, you can leave. It's time for Rifki, Sarifa, Vanitra, Igo, leave. You can leave, Igo. Dani, you can leave. Oke, Nurdiana, Alfiani, and who is it? Wait. Sorry. Amanda and Alfiani ya. Okay. Smile. Oke, yang sudah tadi saya sebutkan namanya silakan keluar. Now, okay. How many screenshots should I take? Linda, Haris Karisma, Vanitra, you can leave. Nudiana, you can leave. Terus, okay, Nadif. Okay, it's time for Linda, Harisma, Hikmah, Nurdiana, Alfiani, you can. Alfiani leave. Nadif, and wait. And Robiah Al-Adawiyah. Okay. Smile ya guys ya. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, smile. Okay. Guys, you can leave. Yang sudah saya sebutkan namanya, silakan leave duluan. Now, Linda, you can leave. Now,
Oh yeah.
it's time for
Guys,
Nisa. I'm sorry. Nadia, Ima, Zaim, and
Nadia.
Nadia, Zaim,
Yeah.
and
So many people.
Nafa, Siswi, Nadia, Muhimmatul Ulia, Zaimatus, and what is it? I don't know what. Atika. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, smile.
Wow.
There are so many people, yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, Abraham. Okay, you can leave now. Siswi, Winadia, Muhimmatul, Naimatus, and Rana. Okay, I think it is the last.
The last picture.
Okay. Alon. Okay.
Alon, she's guest.
Okay, it's for Dian. Siswi leave. Siswi, you can leave. Winadia, you can leave. Because it is time for
Okay,
Dian,
ma'am.
Nailin, Fikri, Nisa, you can leave Nisa. Nisa tadi kayaknya sudah. Rani. Okay. Siswi, leave Siswi. Oh, Rani, sorry. It is Latif ya. Okay. Siswi, leave. Siswi kok nggak mau leave? Saya keluarkan dulu. Saya keluarkan sendiri. Oke, sudah. Alon. Okay, this is the last. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Smile, guys. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, it's the
Thank you very much, guys.
finally,
Thank you,
finally. Thank you
guys.
very much, Abraham.
Fun.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your explanation, for your long explanation. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, possibly
Yeah.
it's clear enough for us to hear your
Oh yeah.
explanation.
That's all. I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and I hope that we can in the future have more meetings like this.
Yeah.
We can make questions, talk about topic, and invite people to speak as
Yeah.
well. It will be perfect.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will invite you again in my another class maybe next time.
See you later. Bye
See you
bye.
later. Okay, bye Abraham. Good. Bye bye. Goodbye. Oke, sudah semuanya bisa leave ya. Oke, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.